Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the utmost character of our world around us, and this time we will talk about recent events, recent migrations to the Central European countries from the more Eastern European countries, mainly Ukraine. We see that now there is a huge Ukrainian minority existing in Poland. Fresh one came after February 2022 mainly, and they are given more and more privileges. Of course, social welfare, a lot of financial support from the government, from taxes paid by Polish taxpayers, of course, and so on. And recently there is an idea to allow citizens of Ukraine who are not citizens of Poland but living in Poland to serve in the units of Polish police. What's that? It's simple. This is the usage of minorities, the plan of the usage of minorities against the majority. Because due to the fact that there is a demographic problem in Poland and in many other countries, and also society's young people got spoiled by the leftist propaganda, including LGBT and so on, and really materialistic way of life that comes together in the package with this leftist ideas. People are spoiled and they do not want to do jobs that are risky or heavy, physical. So recruitment to the police is also affected by these social trends. So if we are missing policemen and police women, the governments that are not serving their own people start to recruit foreigners to serve in these police formations to secure their power, because we shouldn't look too far. These people want to only secure their powers, the people who rule, and they are only colonial governments in Poland, because as I told you, 4 countries have incredible influence and in practice occupy Poland. They are traditionally Russia since 1717, when the Russian soldiers came to Poland for the first time for long and stayed there, with some break for the Second Polish Republic in between 1918 and 1939. Later we had, up to 1989, we had Polish Communistic People's Republic, and later in 1993 in September officially last Russian soldiers left Poland, but of course agents, influence and so on left. So this is one country that occupies Poland, second country that occupies Poland by the influences mainly Germany, another one Israel, huge influences, not only cultural but also financial and political, and fourth one United States, having big influences and even some military units here. That is why our current governments are only the managers, because the real bosses of Poland are in these 4 countries, dividing this country between themselves. And we see that these real rulers of Poland want to secure their influences, and at the same time our managers, so governments we see, want to secure also their butts. That's why they plan to recruit Ukrainians and other foreigners, but it applies mainly to Ukrainians, to Polish police. Because if you don't belong to the nation you live next to, if you have force, you will always use it against the people who are not from your group, not from your clan, not from your nation. It's normal. So they will be really meticulously doing their duties towards Polish people, but of course they will not see crimes done by their own country fellows. It's normal. But the government doesn't care. Government wants to have another force that would defend it against the angry population once the native population realize what's really happening and will get furious. We need to remember that this is old rule. Minorities are always against the majority, and very often in history they were used against the majority of population by the rulers. We see that these immigrants, in some sense analogically to barbarians in the Roman army, first they were servants, as it also applies to Western Europe. Now they are allies. Their status elevated with time because their number grew. They entered the structures of the society, so they are allies, but not allies of the societies in which they are living, allies of the people who have power in these countries, and soon they will be lords, masters of everybody, because they will take over. Like barbarians by army took over the Roman Empire, but here we see that we have even worse situation than in the Roman Empire, because barbarians mainly infiltrated the army because there was a problem with recruitment for Roman Empire due to many reasons. I can talk in different video. So, but now communist system always does the same, that uses and does everything against its own people. That's why they took foreigners first as a cheap labor force to keep people at the end of 60s, 70s, and 80s on the welfare state conditions, because people then do not rebel so much. Of course, when these immigrants who were taken to do simple physical jobs finally got their citizenship, got their rights, and they got kids raised in these countries, they also joined the huge groups of amateurs of social welfare lazy bones, and the system was progressing. There was a need to take more of them, and now they are numerous enough that they really can influence the politics of the Western countries. Now the situation is also in Poland like this, done much quicker than in the West, unfortunately, rapidly in recent few years. Now they are allies of the ones who have power. Allies, they have to really negotiate very often, people who have power in Western countries, to keep the power, and they are used to suppress the anger of the local populations. And soon, if it continues like this, it will be as Gibbon wrote, there will be masters of everyone. So the main take-home message is from this video that minorities are always against majority, and people who have power very often use them or to defend the country and so on, the Roman Empire. But this is really risky, as history showed. Or like communists, socialists, they use minorities against the majority to keep the majority also always under the pressure and always confronted with minorities, and they simply maneuver them with minorities. But once minorities are too strong, they are becoming uncomfortable allies to the people who have power, and they need to respect their needs and opinions more and more. And after some time, when they are numerous enough, they take over the power. So we should remember, minorities are always against the majority, and if people who have power start to use them against the majority, the very dangerous process begins. All the best, have a nice day, bye.